Rise above the storm, you will find sunshine. Namaskar everyone, welcome to Headlines of the Day. In this video, we are going to discuss major headlines of the Hindu. And our first important headline is Supreme Court majority ruling finds no flaw in 2016 demonetization process. It is available on page number 1 and ये related है paper 3 economy section से. In this article, we have to know about demonetization, its impact on the economy and recent observations of the Supreme Court in this context. तो फ्रेंड्स डिमोनेटाइजेशन से रिलेटेड कंटेंट हमारी वेबसाइट पे अवेलेबल है एंड लिंक अवेलेबल करा दिया गया है डिस्क्रिप्शन में. उसके अलावा अगर हम ओवरव्यू देखें तो रिसेंटली सुप्रीम कोर्ट upheld the government's 2016 decision to demonetize the 1500 denomination notes. And friends, Supreme Court observed that there was consultation between center and RBI before demonetization, right? Our next important headline is over 3 years after completion, Wall of Peace Mural thrown open in Kerala. It is available on page number 5 and ये related है paper 1 art and culture से. In this article we have to know about Wall of Peace. So friends, it was inaugurated in Kerala and friends, it is a great work of modern mural art on the 700 feet long compound wall of the government vocational higher secondary school in Kerala, right? बाकी other points के लिए you can go through this article. Our next important headline is the case against state control of Hindu temples. It is available on page number 6 and ये related है paper to Indian Constitution से. In this article we have to know what are the issues associated with the regulating secular aspects of religious practice, constitutional safeguards and right to freedom of religion in India, laws for temple control and temple entry, emerging challenges and way ahead. तो दोस्तों ये सारे पॉइंट्स लाइन बाय लाइन बहुत अच्छे से कवर किए गए हैं. बाकी राइट टू फ्रीडम ऑफ रिलीजन इन इंडिया से रिलेटेड कंटेंट हमारी वेबसाइट पे भी अवेलेबल है, तो आप वहां से भी कुछ पॉइंट्स देख सकते हैं. बाकी अगर हम ओवरव्यू देखें तो आर्टिकल 25 ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन guarantees every person the right to freedom of conscience and right to freely profess, practice and propagate religion subject to public order, morality and health. And do you know friends, framers of our constitution conferred the powers to the state to exercise limited control over religious affairs by virtue of article 25 to right. Baki other points clear, you can go through this article. Our next important headline is towards reducing India's prison footprint. It is available on page number 7 and ये related paper to polity and governance से. In this article we have to know about the status of prisons in India, issues, various efforts of the government and what more steps need to be taken in this context. तो फ्रेंड्स ये सारे पॉइंट्स लाइन बाय लाइन हमारी वेबसाइट पे बहुत अच्छे से कवर्ड हैं एंड लिंक अवेलेबल करा दिया गया है डिस्क्रिप्शन में. उसके अलावा कुछ पॉइंट्स आप यहां से भी देख सकते हैं. इसके अलावा अगर हम ओवरव्यू देखें तो प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया ऑन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डे raised the issue of overcrowding in prisons and she was concerned about the plans to increase number of jails and stated that if society is making progress, there is no place for prisons, right? Our next important headline is a new coronavirus variant on the block. It is available on page number 8 and ये related paper to health section से. In this article we have to know about XBB.1.5 sub-variant of Omicron. How did the variant begin and how transmissible is it and what are the implications for India? So friends, recently India's first case of this sub-variant of Omicron was confirmed in Gujarat. And do you know friends, it is a recombinant, which means its genome is the product of genomes of two different strains spliced together, right? Baki other points you can go through this article. Our next important headline is what is the new delimitation exercise by Assam? It is available on page number 8 and here related a paper to polity and governance. In this article we have to know what is delimitation and how is it carried out and why was delimitation in Assam put on hold and why are some political parties critical of delimitation and way ahead. तो फ्रेंड्स इससे रिलेटेड कंटेंट भी हमारी वेबसाइट पे रिसेंटली कवर किया गया है एंड लिंक यू नो कि कहां मिलेगा. उसके अलावा कुछ पॉइंट्स आप यहां से भी देख सकते हैं. बाकी न्यूज में अभी ये इसलिए है क्योंकि रिसेंटली असम गवर्नमेंट मर्ज्ड 4 districts that were carved out in recent years. And do you know friends, delimitation is the process of redrawing boundaries of Lok Sabha and state assembly constituencies based on a recent census to ensure each seat has an almost equal number of voters. बाकी अदर पॉइंट्स के लिए you can go through this article and link भी प्रोवाइड करा दिया गया है, तो आप वहां से भी कुछ पॉइंट्स देख सकते हैं. ठीक. Our next important headline is exploding number of Indian illegal immigrants came to Austria minister. It is available on page number 10 and here related paper to international relations. In this article we have to know about the features and objectives of comprehensive migration and mobility partnership agreement between India and Austria. तो दोस्तों कल ही इसको हमारी वेबसाइट पे बहुत अच्छे से कवर किया गया है एंड लिंक अवेलेबल करा दिया गया है डिस्क्रिप्शन में। उसके अलावा अगर हम ओवरव्यू देखें तो रिसेंटली इंडिया एंड ऑस्ट्रिया साइंड अ कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव माइग्रेशन एंड मोबिलिटी पार्टनरशिप एग्रीमेंट। आवर नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट हेडलाइन इज online games must register with self-regulatory body say draft rules. It is available on page number 12 and here related a paper to government policies and interventions. Say in this article we have to know what are the key highlights of online gaming draft rules. तो दोस्तों recently government has proposed to bring online real money gaming platforms under the IT rules 2021 which also regulates social media platforms and changes released for public consultation would require all online games to register with any self-regulatory body approved by the Electronics and Information Technology Ministry. Right. Our next and last important headline is ST Commission holds its ground on impact of new rules on Forest Rights Act. It is available on page number 12 and here related है paper 2 governance and paper 3 environment से भी इसको link किया जा सकता है। In this article we have to know what are the provisions of Forest Conservation Rules 2022, its objectives, issues and National Commission for Scheduled Tribes position on new rules and what lies ahead। तो दोस्तों इससे रिलेटेड कंटेंट भी हमारी वेबसाइट पे अवेलेबल है एंड लिंक अवेलेबल करा दिया गया है डिस्क्रिप्शन में। उसके अलावा कुछ पॉइंट्स आप यहां से भी देख सकते हैं। तो दोस्तों आज के लिए इतना ही। थैंक्स फॉर लिसनिंग। फॉर रेगुलर अपडेट्स यू कैन फॉलो अस ऑन वेरियस सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म्स।